What's up guys, my name is Robbie Raps and today I am joined by iDrama and Super Safs and we are the Goodish Gamers. This is the second in an episode of the podcast.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a load of things. First off, the Zombie Chronicles hype, it's so amazing. Basically, Zombies Chronicles is 8 remastered maps. We spoke about it last week in our podcast. It's an amazing game. From what we were sitting there with our initial thoughts of the game was that we were going to it was just going to be the normal remastered maps, and it wasn't. It was so much more. We had the Gobblegums, we've got new Gobblegums, we've got so many things to talk about. We've got remastered content.
Out of all of the DLCs and all the games that very often produce planning for the we as three Goodish Gamers or whatever, we've never actually been able to have time off work to sit there and like watch the countdown and
Be there with everyone else.
We've always sort of either watched videos of it happening or one of us has been there. So this was like a big thing for us because we played the majority of these maps together at some point in the 8 years of Zombies that we played together. So what we did is we made sure that we each played a map. We wanted to put in the podcast footage of all of the maps. Some of the maps will be solo, some of the maps will be split screen, and the way we're going to do it is, I think 4 of the maps are solo, and the other 4 are like split screen. So the 4 maps that are solo, we're going to individually talk about our opinions on. Whereas the maps that so like if 2 of us played it, 2 of us would then talk about it and give honest opinion. But we want it to be more of a conversation as opposed to just sort of saying what it's like. We're going to be honest and we're going to say which one is what. But at the end of the day, we've been there from the start, we've played these maps and we're going to give our opinions on if it's good and if it's bad. We're not going to lie and we're not paid by Treyarch or anything like that. We're not going to say stuff for the fact of just saying it. Like it's on this. If there's something we don't like coming up, in a few weeks we're going to talk about Infinite Warfare, and that's
it in DLC 3 dropping. Is it DLC 3?
Could be a full-on hate speech about it. We're not going to just say stuff.
I'm pretty sure Lee Ross tweeted 2 days ago that the animations was finished for it, and now it's the finale of the journey.
No disrespect to him.
No disrespect.
Anyway, so Zombie Chronicles. As I said, we made sure to play all of the maps. The first map that we initially played, the early of the game, was Origin. And we got to about round 7, and we all died of it.
That mud.
The mud is ridiculous.
It's just, oh mate, you pretty much have just been smacked in the leg with a baseball bat.
I ended up
you're on the floor, you're trying to crawl through it. That's what's going on.
I ended up playing that on my own, and I'm going to talk more about that when we get towards the end of the podcast. But after we played that, we played Nacht der Untoten because it was the first map we all played together.
You can't really not play the original map, the OG map.
Back when Xbox 360 was like the thing, back when Call of Duty 4 was on, was still hyping, World of War was on the hype, and everyone was playing the campaign. Nobody knew what was at the end. You finished the campaign, and then that's the like that was the beginning.
We started on that map, and the footage you'll be seeing now is basically our first attempt at playing this new map. And obviously there's new Gobblegums in the maps, so there's a lot of changes to the maps. Obviously it's not like we were playing that for the first time. In a sense we were playing a new map. It was an original map, but it was unique features, unique guns and excuse me.
But even though we were playing on that, it was with the Gobblegums, it was local Gobblegums, weren't it, that we were playing the 3-player. So it was one of them. Even with them local Gobblegums, it was a good boost for us.
Well.
You're not used to
the leaderboard.
Footage is on local, so we had no purpose, no tactics going, nothing like that.
But you're used to playing without them Gobblegums and them perks, and it makes it so much better because you can get to them higher rounds as well.
The Wonder Fizz in it, it's a good addition, but I can see why some people wouldn't like it because the idea of that was bare bones, so we didn't have the ability to buy all the perks.
No, definitely, I can see the other side of the argument.
I mean, I enjoy that because I'm not a snob. If I don't want to use something, I won't moan about it, I just won't use it. Like, if I get pissed off, like if I wanted to do Origins legitimately without goggles, I wouldn't start moaning about it. There's not a feature to turn it off. I just wouldn't use it. I just run by the gobble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think gobble guns could work, but it's like the only way they would work is if you did a no perch on them. So you're only allowed certain gobble guns with that.
That's the thing though, mate, because you've got to remember, Blast Furnace and Deadwire, like you can get to round 100 plus with that. If you've got the time and the patience and the skill, you can do that as long as you've got space. So that's doable now. And the idea of someone sitting there and getting to round 300 with a flame like, cause I think that's what Alexa did. You got something 300 plus, and in running, you used to have only 28 zombies. 24 zombies would be around, and that's how you saw that. You didn't program it to go high. So when you got to a certain point, you get 24 zombies, kill them, round with them. So the idea of someone sitting there for like a week doing that with a flamethrower, just spraying it.
Ridiculous.
That's what it was, and now you can just get a perk pack. You can get crate power,
and it will make it unbelievable.
You've got an upgraded Mark II. You can camp to like round 40.
Opening new options is way too high up.
Yeah, it's just no. All I'm saying is I can see why some people wouldn't like it, because obviously we used it. So like we could have easily been like, right, we're going to keep this original. We're not going to use the bubbles.
Making a hard
work. We used it. You know, we can't like we
can't knock it. We can't knock it.
Like,
we can't knock them out.
People that wanted it to be an absolute match, just higher quality. I can see why they've known this. But I mean, that was Nacht der Untoten. That was the first map we played. We played other maps after that, but we're going to talk about the
if you give it, before you do that, if you give it a 1 out of 5, well, sorry, no, not 1 out of 5, out of 5 star rating on that map, what would you give it?
People want to rate a star. Anyway, Verrückt. This map was done, I think this was done a few hours after. We've got a video coming out with this game afterward, because this was the first game. Because Robbie, bless him, Robbie worked from 12 in the afternoon till 2 in the morning, and then come round, wait 3 hours in the morning, and stay till like 10 in the morning. So he put
soldier
the other day, and so after he went, me and staff we played Verrückt, and footage you'll see will just be a bit of the basic footage.
Yeah, it's just a basic like high round strat if you were going to go for that way, but you'd need obviously your crate power. That was it. That's it. If you have your crate power, you can get your pack punch guns. Your wall power, you can get your pack punch guns. If you use the new gobble guns as well, so you can use board to death, I believe it is.
Yeah, board to death.
And that's the one where if you repair a board, it kills a zombie in 25 yards or 25 meters of you.
And obviously, bear in mind as well, like we only have one account, so we've only got a certain amount of gobble guns.
Yeah.
So we could have easily just gone in with a immolation, you know, but we wanted to obviously use some gobble guns every map, so you got like, it was like, we weren't just using them straight away.
That's
so,
it.
With what we did, but hopefully in some point you can see the gobble guns that we had on who we were playing, and you can know from that how well we did. But, I mean, in terms of authenticity, I think it looked spot on.
It looked beautiful.
No complaints whatsoever.
Verrückt was definitely a 10 out of 10 for that, in the sense of the remaster was brilliant. You looked at everything, even that toilet.
The music the same as well. I'm very happy that they didn't do the giant music like they
definitely,
did, but they changed and edited it, because I think they obviously heard that it wasn't well received, so they were like, well, let's just get the original one.
You've got everyone's going on about the fountain and that Easter egg that's there, the puking fountain.
Yeah, she's explosive.
That's the one. And that again,
it's just like a little feature, like.
It's just a little bit of nostalgia in it, really, because well, it's not nostalgia, but everyone used to believe there was something there, and now they've put something there to please the community as such.
So yeah, we are. These maps obviously didn't have handgun, so it was a lot harder to get to them round without using them. I mean, one could argue
yeah,
pay to play, pay to win. Obviously, you've got paid to get double Chronicles, you've got paid for the DLC on top of that.
Pay for decent gobble guns, and hopefully
you're gonna have
you hit
money on it. So that's the whole argument in itself. But what itself, the idea was that we set a goal for ourselves that we were going to get footage of every map, so we could put it with this podcast. And we hopefully did that. So we didn't want to play too long on some map. We just wanted to get into amount of footage.
That was basically
so the gameplay. Some of the gameplay that you'll see now isn't an accurate representation of what we're like. We just sort of got this done. We had like what we set ourselves like 36 hours to get 8 maps done.
Yeah.
And edit it all down into the clips and get it now.
That's plus work, plus sleep.
Yeah, and at this point, because we wanted to have it at the point of recording the audio, we had all the footage done, and then tomorrow we can get the podcast and the audio footage together, make the video, and then get it on YouTube for Friday and upload it Saturday.
There we go.
But anyway, moving on. Robbie, maps. What map did you play on solo?
I played 1 or 2 because obviously being that I work nights and we have different schedules, I have to kind of work around with what I've got. So the first map I played was Shi No Numa. Now my first reaction, being that I played this map before a long time ago without anything like bubblegums and just certain different things like texture and all this added detail. So just jump in it and see how beautiful the map was created was just unbelievable. Like the fact that Treyarch have literally gone out of their way to make a DLC 5. It's like they've sat on it and stirred it for years and years and years, a little part, and then have gone, right, this is the finished product. And
I had a theory on this, and basically what it was revelations. Yeah. Now you've got every part of different maps, and what they've done is they've remastered that part, and they thought, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just remaster the rest of it.
They had all the assets.
They had all the assets. Why
they
not?
Just copy and paste.
And they thought, you know what? We can give something to the community, and we can then like just bring that nostalgia back to zombies.
But the main thing I will bring up is the mud or the water is just on every single map. Like we'll talk about it in probably every single map. But it's just, I don't think it's going to get patched either. I don't believe it's going to get patched because they won't. They've made it so much harder from the original. It's going to have to make people think of an absolutely new strategy. Something probably that flubber is going to come in use so much. I think it's really come in use a long time ago.
Yeah, because when we played this game, after you went, we got pretty much all we had to do. So we had some free time, so we decided to come and play. We played with Shi No Numa, and that's one of the videos that one of us edited at the moment. And we got to round 30.
It was a brilliant
31, and we got to 150 on the leaderboard and got a picture of proof of that, and we're going to put that with this video.
I was so buzzing.
We're editing it all now, like as well as doing this, not as a second, but along the line at the same time. So that would be probably next Wednesday, if not
around that time.
After that.
Yeah.
But one thing I have noticed in the map itself is that all the posters, a lot of the posters have been completely changed, and they're from different maps. So you got like Shadows people and stuff like that. But the cool thing is that they're in Japanese. They're not in English. They're not in They're in Japanese, which I thought was really, really cool. So I'm guessing someone probably translated it already. If it says what it says on the English ones, but that's actually really, really cool.
It's just an extra thought put into it, isn't it?
Yeah, the extra thought process thinking into it. Now, part of this gameplay, you will see that I get a crate bag. Probably would have gone to be bad, but you'll see that I get I spin the box, get the PPSH, run up, grab a gobble gun for free on which you get at the beginning of every single round, and I get a crate power, which is probably the biggest just Judas in the face by Treyarch. So as another, as we call it, a troll arc moment. So
as I say, like this was sort of in a sense, we're not gonna lie, this gameplay works better. So what we can do now is we're actually gonna start thinking about what we're gonna do. And we'll start bringing stuff out more focused on art skills. So we might go for a high round, we might do a world record, but that'll all be more separate. Whereas this initial gameplay was just good. I don't want you guys to watch this footage and be like, oh my god, these guys are not like this isn't an accurate representation of us. We literally just got this footage and we were like, right, that's done, end the game, on to the next one. Because we were on a schedule.
You can get to high rounds and oh my god, this movie.
Oh my god, these guys are so crap.
Just see what the game, the Nacht gameplay.
So is there anything else you didn't like apart from the mud?
I'd say the only thing that I didn't like apart from that was fog. The fog was just ridiculous. It's like you can't.
That fog.
I know when they
Need your
said they're
fog
going to
lights,
add
mate.
more fog. Oh yeah, I forgot to read the fog. The meteor came from red, blue, which was proof that it was come with 115, which would be another proof that it's speculation. I like that they kept in the old authenticity in every single map, so when you open up a certain area, you get a random perk. I like that they give you the wonder pills, but I think if you use alcoholic, maps a waste. I think that I'm gonna probably say that.
Yeah, I can see it's not map you want to use first point. Probably better off using.
It's
You're probably better off using on the house for quenchables.
It's necessarily bare bones to give you added weapons that help you throughout the wonder wall and get the frog over to the trap.
Perkers should be, in my opinion, Perkers should be safe from this weapon. And that should only be used if you're doing an Easter egg and you're getting it earlier in the game. So you want it like that's why like when this on Chronicles come out, I explained Perkers. And now I'm down to like 2. And it's because you save at the times where you need it. You want to either do an Easter egg or you want to use it. But you're not constantly trying to get those and save them.
Yeah.
No, whether it be a DLC launch or if you want to use it for any game, but it's Ferrari. But anyway, on to the next map. Next map is Kino der Toten, and this map is played by the one.
Well, what can you say about Kino der Toten really? This map's amazing. The detail on it is brilliant. You've got the walls. You look at the walls and you see the golden trim.
The change from the Nazi flag.
That's it.
That was
yeah,
really cool.
it's brilliant. And then you go upstairs and you see all the posters, and it's just it's nice to also not see an Olympia. I must admit, because no one likes the Olympia, do they? Shots fired. You know what I mean? But in my gameplay, you'll probably see that I'm using a CUDA. That's a wall buy, it's in the staircase room, second staircase room that you run down when you're going towards the theatre. Now, I thought that was a good idea because it's a wall buy. You can easily
instead of the MP, where the MP4 is.
Yeah, and basically, I just thought of that basically because you've got a good way of getting ammo. Even when you pack points, you build the points up when you're training on your high rounds. Exactly.
To that room to kill your horde after. If you run out of ammo and you ain't got a drop, your horde on. Use the trap as you walk through.
Exactly. Points galore. Get your points.
Back through again.
There's a couple of things
Easy way.
point out as well, which is like the teleporters. I know it's a small detail, but you look at them when it says it's down,
yeah, the steam's coming off of it. I noticed that.
That animation and the teleport animation is brilliant. It's so much better than the last one, I believe. The colours, the purple colour, and the way, like you said, the way it cools down that steam. I had to look at that and look again just to sort of like see what that was because I thought, wow, how much detail! I thought it was real. Honestly,
we'll play these maps now, and 6 months down the line, we'll find something. And you'll be like, oh my god, I didn't know this was here. And you'll you'll notice a detail that some geezer in his office sat doing, and knowing that we'll appreciate it, whether it be straight away or something that time.
That's it. Honestly, I just think it's a brilliant map. You've got them quotes and the extra noises as well when you pick it up. Then their drops, and you're getting them noises. And when the zombies are dying, the Wonder Waff and the Thunder Gun killing the zombies. It just sounds absolutely brutal, doesn't it?
You just went for the classic.
Yeah.
Stage.
That was it. I went for the stage train, and then obviously you've got your CUDA or your machine gun. I went for the wall bar because you can get the ammo and use the trap, like I said, and also you can double pack. You can get dead wire and blast furnace. Use one of them, and you can keep just murking the zombies off. Basically,
going.
Literally, yeah. Just absolutely destroy them.
That's the thing in Black Ops 3. You've got hundreds pretty much possible on any round. Whereas it used to be a challenge and a struggle to get there, and that's because they've introduced the map. And if you know how to use it right, you can kill hordes in seconds. And if you're a good trainer, you can just train up, kill your horde, train up, kill the horde, and it's literally a sitting there repeating process for hours. And it's until you mentally give up, or if you
that's it, yeah.
If you hit a game over error, or if you stop concentrating, or something happens and you die. Like, it's become to now time-based and dedication, as opposed to it used to be about skill, and decision making, but it is still about that. But it's more about now, have I got 2-3 days to sit there and fucking play, have fun, you know?
Well, that's it.
Because you used to play offline, and you could play Nacht, and you could play, I remember I was reading a story where you could play, got to round 40, and it was 7 days, you could play 4 hours a day, and you sit there, play 4 hours, and you pause it, go to school, you go to sleep, wake up, or no, you play after school, and then you go to sleep, wake up, go to school, come home, play it for 4 hours, every day for a week, and playing it, doing a little bit more, and you got to go on that, and obviously that was good at the time.
Definitely, I can understand that.
And then now, it's like, you can't even pause it. And I mean, I'm like,
but Black Ops 3 is for your hard, it's hardcore zombies, isn't it?
They've made it more about each individual game, as opposed to the map itself, I think. Anyway, is there anything else you want to say about the game?
Yeah, there was a couple of things. First off, well actually no, it's just one thing. The Wonder Fizz, it's a good location on the stage, so if you're training, you're gathering them points, you can then just bang the Wonder Fizz, you can do a drive-by, but the only thing is, the Gobblegum machine and the Wonder Fizz are a bit close together, I think
Yeah, I thought that.
I think it will go one or two ways. It'll either be brilliant because you can do a drive-by and you can literally go bomb, but then you would have to hit your Gobblegum, hope that your Gobblegum animation goes quick enough, and then hit your perk, hope that goes, but
it's like,
it will either be the death of you or...
See a few places. It's like they're literally,
They
last
couldn't be
minute
bothered.
realised, oh god, we need to put a machine in. Let's just do it.
It's like, oh shit, we forgot the Wonder Fizz.
Anyway,
We'll stick it in.
on to the next map. The next map we played, this isn't in Chronicles, this is the map release chronological order. It's not the way we played it or that.
Yeah.
So the next map we're going to talk about is Ascension. And this was done by me and Saps. And
I'll kind of get out of the way.
the thing is, me and Saps played Ascension on Black Ops 1 first time together about 6 months ago. And I think in our first go we got around 4 together. It took us about 6 hours.
It was a long time.
And we used PhD and the pistol strap and by teleport and all that. And obviously, so we went back to play it and we got to about round 20. And we were playing really well and it was a monkey round. And all of a sudden, the game just ended, we just got absolutely decimated by the monkey, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't know if they've changed the AI in them or what, but I just seem to be... And the thing is as well, I think one thing they've done is that it's in the old game, I don't know if it's a new feature or what, but obviously there's something in the zombies, there's something called a hitbox, which is like a target, and that computer is waiting for that to be shot at, targeted, so that it kills the zombie, and obviously most zombies have a full body block, and what I feel like is there's a small hitbox in a monkey, whereas it used to be a big sort of a radius around it, and if you shot near it,
that's it. I think you have to be more precise with
the monkeys. Because I shot about 2 rounds with the M16. Oh yeah, by the way, new M16, trash. Anyway, shot about 2
definitely
rounds,
trash. It's
shocking. 2 rounds of it trying to kill about 3 monkeys. No, and I missed about half the clips, and I'm not a bad actor, it's easy. But yeah, and then I went down, and then after I went down, Tata went down, it was game over. So we're definitely going to have to rethink our strategy on that one, because obviously as you said, we were just focusing on getting those maps.
But the detail in it, it's not even black and white anymore. You've not got black and white, you've got black, white and red, I believe, the red lights in the start of Ascension.
Yeah.
And the detail's good on it again, you can't go wrong.
I mean, I wasn't always a fan of black and white style anyway, it just didn't annoy me.
It's nice to have that bit of colour.
Sometimes in a game of zombies, you don't like to prioritize power, you go to the box, or you go to or you can't you go to the box or whatever, get shield done and stuff like that. But Ascension was the one map where it made me go for power because it was really annoying with the black and white. I don't know what it was about it. I think at the time I didn't appreciate it and I thought it was a bit lazy. It was like, what can we do to make it different for power? Let's just put black and white over it. That was what I got out of it.
Okay.
So the way that they've done it now is it's very faint black and white and it's very faint colours. And like if you look,
you see like the red light shining from the ceilings.
You see a very pale red, and I like that a lot more. I'm guessing that was what they wanted to do, but they wanted to wash out the colours look more washed out than just black and white. It's just I really do like.
It's like it's got no power.
Yeah,
because you've got to turn on the
power.
You
need to turn the power, turn on the colours.
It's not just shit.
And then when the power comes on, bloody hell, it's a lot different. like the colour scheme of it all. I don't think I think like they couldn't have nailed it.
It's like basically the way I thought of it was it's like when you're sleeping when you're a teenager or a kid and your mum comes in and wakes you up and it turns on the light and it's just like bam in your eyes, in your face. There's Ascension, powers on.
There's a little Easter egg in Ascension where I don't know if the film is but one of the buildings out the map. It's like a checkered window.
It's got
it's got a Shadow Man outlet looking like behind the window.
That's it.
Yeah.
What it is it's basically just a black and white panel. I don't know if it's actually. Because you know in games how they could use a mod like with the teddy bear and the giant.
Yeah.
They got the teddy bear and then they put a light there to portray the shadow on the wall. I think what they literally just did is got the shadow on the wall and started to take it down, rather than getting your model of the Shadow Man and the light to portray it.
Okay.
So I think this is just literally a pitch on it. And also, Ascension, we got some information.
Oh yes, definitely.
Someone called Dr. Monty, didn't we? We got well, all the
a
maps
certain
have a radio.
bold geezer in a poster.
Poster.
Confirmed.
When Black Ops 1 was released, they had a poster of Ascension, and there was 3 characters on it, and then there was Richter. But the people were like, is it Richter? Isn't it Richter? It was a guy in a white suit and he was bald, and in the game, Richter was wearing a white suit, and he wasn't bald. So the argument was made, is it him, isn't it him? And basically Dr. Monty confirmed that that was Goodish.
Yeah.
And so that fills in something that like, it just shows there like what 4 or 5 years ago we predicted something and we now have it's like fucking doing an exam and waiting 4 years to get the results back, you know what I mean?
It's just
you find out you got it right, do you know what I mean? It's like
it's just nice to know that he's not a glowing yellow orb anymore.
They're giving definitely
context and
context
and detail to the story.
Anyway, the next map we're going to talk about, and I mean we're all going to talk about this, is Shangri-La, because all 3 of us have never played Shangri-La before we did this, and Shangri-La, I mean I seen it, the thing with me is,
where did we start really? I think that's the main thing. Where did we start?
When I played zombies, we played up until the giant, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I remember specifically, I'll probably tell the story in I played the giant, I did the Easter egg, and I was really disappointed when there wasn't more.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing zombies.
You just get the Annihilator.
I waited for Kino to come out, and I got to around 100. And I thought, I've done that. There's no Easter eggs. I'm done with the game. So I stopped playing. And then when it was Kino. It was Kino on the stage. When I was about 11, this was Black Ops 1.
Oh yeah, but before it, you said the giant.
Yeah, the giant is the Easter egg I was talking about.
Oh right, okay.
Sorry, my bad. I mean the original one.
Yeah.
So when the Easter egg there was nothing further on the end of that, I stopped playing after getting to around 100 plus on Kino, because there was nothing more for me. I liked the rounds and I liked the Easter egg.
Yeah.
When I'd done the rounds and there was no Easter egg, I was like, okay, I'm going on to the next game. And then about 6 months after Origins come out, I'm on YouTube just minding my own business and I see a cutscene of Samantha and I'm like, what the hell? Because obviously I knew Samantha, what the zombies said. The zombies shouted Sam.
Yeah.
And there was audio quotes of a dog and Samantha talking to Maxis. And now there's a fucking video of it. I'm like, what have I missed? So I've gone back and that's what got me back hooked onto zombies. I was there from Nacht der Untoten to what? I stopped playing it when they stopped doing these types.
Yeah, I can understand that.
When I realised they did these types, I just back in and I've done all the solo strikes that are out, Origins, all the way up, all 3 Black Ops, every Black Ops 3 strike. I've done them all, so like my point is fucking, I never played Shangri-La.
Yeah.
And Shangri-La, you guys never played Shangri-La.
Shangri-La is an amazing.
So this was the second map that we were going to make sure we got 3-player footage of.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get past round 5.
It really didn't go so well.
It did
one
not.
of the hardest maps. I don't know how it was in Black Ops.
I remember watching a certain zombies YouTuber, and when they did things, people say, that's obvious who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
he mentioned like loads of stuff that the reason it was so bad and hated was because it was so difficult and like to get to participants you have to have 4 people stand on the course now. So trying to do that in a public game, it's not going to happen at that type of thing. So I imagine that was the idea of Shangri, is that it was hard.
Yeah.
The way it was done.
I'll probably say the No Man's Land in Moon is easier to move around in than Shangri is. It's so tight, especially that spawn room. That spawn room is a bit lethal.
So, as I said, we gave it about 4 tries.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, from the launch, we are coming up to 48 hours now. In an hour, and from when we're talking now, an hour from this point, 48 hours of the deal now. And so we gave it about 3 goes. Someone 2,000 will do that every time we died about Danny.
You can do it.
So, we just literally
those
thought,
boss zombies.
We'll give an honest opinion.
Yeah.
There's something we might be missing. Like, if there's a way you can kill an Inferno zombie without taking damage or going near it, please put it in the comments.
We're missing.
We literally, every time we come in, we'd run away and then we'd be like, right, my opinion was it had to go near it, and it would blow off and it would die. So we'd do that, and then I'd go down doing that, and then, or the other one of you guys would go down doing it, and then when we're trying to revive him, we get done by the zombies.
And it was just one of them. You turn around and you've got your fire screen all of a sudden starts going, and you're like, oh god, I've got a Scorcher zombie. I can't even remember what they're called. I believe they're called Scorcher zombies. The Inferno zombies, sorry.
And the Screamers.
And the
One
Screamers.
thing that I will point out when we were playing is that there's a certain part where it's got a waterfall, and there's always that one person that if they see something on there, something that says just don't touch it or don't go near it.
Don't press big red button.
To do it.
Stuff like that.
Got to do it. So
That's
Super South saw this big button on the portal on near wall saying do not press. So we pressed it and we pretty much got annihilated within like 30 seconds after it happened. We didn't see anything, we were drowning, being hit by zombies, we were being decimated.
It's just one of them, a shiny moments. You know what I mean?
Literally, I just remember playing it, so I didn't even know the button was there. Because I don't know anything about the game.
No.
I didn't know that I was hitting the box.
It just says don't
and I
press
hit the box,
or don't hold.
and turned around, and all of a sudden there was water pouring on.
It's a reservoir.
And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And Bobby's there like, Safin, I told you not to press the button. And Safin's there like, the button told me not to press it, so I had to press it. And I'm like, that's just literally that's an example of what Sass is like. So expect some of that in our gameplay. So we're going to move on to Origins now. I think we all want to talk about Origins in our own personal way. I'll go last.
What is Origins?
I played solo, yeah. I got so I'll go last. But you guys, what did you guys think? You guys did play it. So what did you guys think?
From my initial first playing it was just once again, like with every single map, it's just how they've kept to making it look so same and so different in so many ways. It's unbelievable. Like the shovel, even the shovel looked different. Like everything looks different.
That shovel. The dig spots. The dig spots are harder to see.
Dig spots.
It's that next gen HD remasteredness.
They give you blackness. But one thing is it the keeper symbols on the.
Yeah.
They're not the protected. Are they the appropriate? I don't even know.
No, they're the Templars.
The Templars.
Yeah.
They kept everything.
All quotes the same.
One thing they did keep very, very authentic. We've seen a lot of it before come out was Moon.
Yeah.
Moon. I think none of us had played Moon either. I haven't played it still, I don't think.
No,
I know you haven't played it.
I haven't, no.
But Bobby, Raps, is
Yeah.
the one person, because what we did is we said, look, pick a map, and that person will play that one map in solo, and obviously it means a lot to him.
Yeah.
And Bobby was the one, Moon.
Yeah.
So, Moon, me, I just kind of got, well, pretty much, I can't say I hadn't watched any gameplay from it, but I had watched the beginning bit, so I wanted to see what it looked like, not jumping into the entire thing, I wanted to explore it myself, but my first initial thing was, right, get what it looks like, what it looks like, it's that Area 51, it's the beginning, No Man's Land is just like, right, I'm going to jump into it, and I failed so hard about a good 4 or 5 times, but I do eventually, which I've probably seen in the background, I eventually get some really good gameplay. I did almost die as well from jumping into the teleport up to Moon, but initially
that wasn't your fault because we assume that if you go on a teleport, it will teleport straight away, and you'll be put in like a temple god mode. But he was on the pad and he got hit a few times whilst he was teleporting, so he was lucky to teleport when he did, otherwise he would have gone down. But that wasn't his fault, because we assume that if you go on the jump pad, the teleport pad, it would.
Well, so yeah, you think it would just.
I mean,
dip you out.
initially walking around the map, they're trying to figure out where to go was hard, and it wasn't hard. So the excavation sites they were easy to try and find, but when it came to like that biodome, that was the main one. Biodome.
That biodome is beautiful.
It looked really good, but it was ridiculous. And the jumper pads in the biodome, I'd never used them before, so obviously never played them up before. I've never used them. And then you tell me as I'm jumping on the jumper pad, you can die from this, and I'm like, fantastic.
Well, that was
you got no PhD.
Yeah. But I got lucky. I didn't die. I don't know if I like that. But I didn't die when it happened. So making my way around the map, it looked really walking fast.
Copyright strike 1.
So you got to about round 10, I think it was, and you found somewhere you liked, didn't you?
Oh
I think that's where you were training.
Just outside. I don't think it's outside the biodome. It's just outside the last laboratory.
Because apparently, I'm still new to this. Apparently, there's like a big machine called the excavator.
They break through the
biodome. That comes and it cuts certain parts of the maps off and all that type of stuff. And that area doesn't get affected by that.
You ran to
no,
yeah.
not
and also on top of that, it's anti-gravity.
Yeah.
So the zombies walk quite slow. And it's
like having your very own exosuit.
Yeah. So well. With that, I'd say that there's a massive strategy. So I'm pretty sure the box spawns now.
Yeah.
So if you hit the box for, say, I think it's rotation about 5, 6, 7 times before it goes away. If you're lucky enough to get good enough weapons out of the box, I used the M16. Well, no, I didn't.
Trash.
You'd used the M16 before. You just trashed it all over it. When I'm sat there like, oh, actually, I think it's a pretty good gun, you know, and you just like kind of stamp it on my brain. So.
But that's coming from me. I got to a high round on day 1 on a map, so look out for that in an edited footage. But anyway,
you've seen the gameplay, but I get the ray gun Mark 2 as well, and I've used this now when we were playing this. I've got a good few times, so it's luckily in this game I'm being gifted with it, whereas I played it in Origins. I'm sure they didn't put it in every map when it comes to Black Ops 2 when you got the season pass. It was just buried in Origins, weren't it? So. That was my first time using it.
Sorry. When I don't know if this is what you just said, but when buried came out, they put it in all maps.
No, pretty much, yeah. Is that true? Yeah. Right.
I think it might have been slightly afterwards or what.
Yeah.
When they did buried, it was introduced.
Yeah. Upgraded. That weapon is just OP. It's so OP. You could stand up. You'll see in the gameplay where I'm using it for training, but I'm pretty sure people probably use this or have used this. So. You'll see, but I'm just decimating up to at least about round 27.
Yeah, and that was with the M16.
Yeah, as well.
And then what did you notice then?
No,
in that area
of high rounds, it doesn't break you unless you've got a blast
No, what about that area in particular did you notice? What's on the wall there?
Oh, the KM. Yeah, the KM's on the wall. Yeah, the KM's on the wall. Backstrap would come in handy. Backstrap with massive would come in handy. So you could get a gobble bomb, you could get wall power. You can even have wall power and crate power. Yeah.
Get blast furnace.
Yeah, blast furnace. You don't have to necessarily jump out into unless you want to.
Yeah, if you don't want to, you could use gobble bombs to get.
The only time you want to go there.
The idea is get double pack, get a KN with probably blast furnace on it, and then get a submachine gun with dead wire. And then rotate them to Winners 1, just train there, you get to high round. Like,
I see, you literally only want to be there to make points,
we were watching him play, and from what I was watching him doing, it looked very, I don't want to say easy, because I haven't done it, but it looks quite easy, because it's so that the zombies are so slow, so it's easy for someone like me that I'm used to full-blown sprinters in tight areas, someone that's good at making decisions and dodging and weaving and getting out gaps in there. It looks quite easy because everything's so slow.
With a certain thing now, sorry to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say, talking of the zombies, the AI's changed, hasn't it, a bit?
Well, the zombies back in the I haven't played any of the original Black Ops 3 maps yet, the DLC ones, like the Shadows up to Revelation. But there's a lot of new sounds in
definitely.
New maps, like knifing, the sound when you stab a zombie. That type of thing. It's very
when you hit the new
like a brittle metal hitting something, and then the cutting and flesh.
They
That
sound
sort
like
of
they're
thing.
dying
Whereas
as well.
before it just used to be the little slash type thing. They've kept that in though. You have kept that in. You don't knife a zombie, you do the slash. But it just used to be the same noise with like a bit of added texture.
That's it, and now it's like when you get the nuke as well, they're screaming, absolutely, like they're screaming in pain, and you're like, yeah, zombies die,
The
mega
thing
sex.
is, as well, more in particular with Origins, is that you can definitely tell that at the time when they made these maps, they were on last gen consoles.
Yeah.
And so they were very limited to what they could do. And so this is like their. It's like, right, we said years ago that this is what we've done, but if we could have done it to our potential, it would have been so much better. We've now been given this opportunity to make what we said back then we wanted to do. So like with Nacht, obviously, they added the lighting and with Origins, you can tell exactly Origins back on Black Ops 2 is not necessarily, it's not necessarily what they wanted. Because
it's
you look
easier
at the colour
version.
scheme and everything now, and the way the map
It's a beta.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
It was like a beta. It wasn't, but it is now because it's remastered.
Well, that's how I see it
this
now.
is
Yeah.
like the final cut of Origins. Whereas back then it was like a at-the-time storyline.
Yeah.
Say I played Origins on my own because that was one thing that I said I wanted to play Origins because obviously that was the map that got me back into zombies.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier. I went in on my own because I got up early before these guys come round one day to do it. I played it on my own and I got to round 50 I think it was.
I believe so, yeah. It was round 50.
But the one thing I wanted to say was that I've already spoke about it. It's like it's the way that I was looking at things and then I was thinking in my head what it was in the old map and thinking, oh my god, I can definitely see the potential there of what they wanted to do and they've done it here.
Yeah.
So like you said with the teleport on Kino with the heat coming up in the floor. Details like that, like there's one in particular, the robot foot, and I was playing with sound. If you listen to it, it sounds like you're fucking next to it like sometimes, do you know what I mean? Like, ridiculous.
They've used that binary sound audio, which is like making a 3D sound in your head, so it's literally you're there.
The thing is as well, I had a go on Origin, on solo, and I had the strap down. This was back for Black Ops 2. I got to round 22 and I pretty much had the same sort of thing happen, what happened in this gameplay, which you might see at the end.
Yeah.
If you don't see it at the end, you'll be seeing it in the montage of the video I'm going to make with it. But it's the Panzer spawns in, sort of not next to, on top, basically on top of you. And by the time he's in, he's already attacking you. So that by the time you're running away, you've already been sick as obviously, let's say, say you're a cat with 6 lives. Your 6th life you get down. You get hit 5 times, the 5th time you get hit, you get back in there, and then 6th down. Yeah. By the time you've got away from him and stopped him in an attack, you're already in 2-3 hits. So all it takes, and the thing is as well with zombies and Infinite Warfare, the time that it takes for your red screen and your hits to go, so for you to regen your health is a lot longer.
Yeah.
So
making it a lot
in order for you to play properly, you need to be able to work out when you're back to normal and when you've been hit twice. And that type of thing. The thing in particular that I wanted to talk about, I just said then, the Panzers. Now I use the strat I used back in the day because obviously we played old was terrible. Otherwise I would have used the tank strat. Yeah. And earlier in the day, I want to give a shout out to Steve here. He played Origins, he got to 80 something, he had the Panzer Bridge. But basically, I don't know if it's still in there at the moment, but the Panzer spawns in the map. And he comes under you, under the map,
grabs you with the claw, yeah.
With his claw, and insta-burns you again. And that's coming to someone like 80. So that's why I was like, right, I want to get to 50, and then I was going to end it around 50 anyway. And so, the thing in particular, going back to the Ray Gun Mark II,
beautiful gun by the way.
When I got to like round 30, I realised that the only round I could have had down was like using about 20-30 shots in the stack. It's not good for that.
No.
Or using the Mark II. And the Mark II was absolutely brutal. It's like 6 shots. And then it goes in like round 40 and it goes like 8 shots. valve shot a pan. Yeah. But being able to just, like, the way I was doing it, and I'll have some footage in there hopefully, I was throwing monkeys out, making sure that when the pans were coming down the strat, because obviously the strat was using the bottom of the excavation side where the stats spawned in the building. And when he was coming down, I throw a monkey, so the zombies would be distracted, pull the rats out, hammer bang, yeah. And it was very easy to me. As I got through the rounds, I noticed that if you don't stick to that tactic, it fucks you out. Like these panzers, because obviously we're used to the panzers that fight robots. Whereas if you think about it, in this game now, they sort of have their own UI, and they're sort of their own little intel. Even though they're really dumb, the zombies sort of like, they think, oh, you're going that way, well I'm going to not follow you, I'm going to turn around and go this way because it's quicker to get to.
They're smart.
They're giving them a bit more
smart,
yeah,
not more great.
And so, definitely with the panzers, they're definitely great as the UI. So I found that I didn't go down at all until round 30 on, and then 3 panzer rounds in I went down and lost 2 turns. But anyway,
it's a
the
horrible time.
the mood as well, as we spoke about earlier, was treacherous.
That mud is.
I feel like I'm in a canoe.
It's death.
You're in a canoe, it's not going anywhere.
No, I feel like I'm in a canoe on the mud, and I'm using the paddle
dragging
to pull
yourself
myself off the mud. So, I would suggest, unless
you've got stamina up and you
I
can
never
see
tried
them
the
playing.
tanks. I never tried the tank factory strat that Steve was using. So, if that is okay there with stamina, then fair enough, it's worth a go. But it might be a camping map now, unless there's some new camping spots, new training spots that's flat and you can slide on, because it's tight, man, and where it's not tight, you move but slow.
I think if you were good with ammo, I think if you were good with ammo and you were down in the excavation site, 3-man all other staff, you'd be able to absolutely destroy it. You'd be able to get your high
And
rounds.
that's the thing.
Maybe not on a solo game.
Now, high rounds with enough ammo.
That's it. It's
how you use your ammo and how lucky you get from.
So guys, make sure that you get loads of divinium and get your alchemist rank. Please, just long.
What was your opinion on Goodish Gamerz instead of PhD in that?
I thought I'd be annoyed, but then I realised that I watched an interview with, I'm not going to name a name because I've watched like 4 interviews since I watched, but I don't know who it was. It wasn't, I don't know, anyway. Yeah. The interview, Jason said that the reason he got all the people with a PhD, it wasn't because he didn't like PhD, you know, the powers. It was a simple fact of it to change. It to change the mechanic.
Yeah.
So there's no dog slider, and to do that, you would have to create new features and whole new animations.
And new buttons.
Because if you think about it, he said this rather than throw. When you dolphin dive, you're holding the gun, and every gun you hold has the animation of you landing with it. So if they wanted to do that, they have to reskin every single gun and do that animation with it all.
That is so much.
And they basically said it's not worth the time. We've not created Widow's Wine to just have it in Shadows of Evil and a few other maps to get rid of it. So Widow's Wine was brought in, and it was in Jason's mind as a replacement for PhD, because Widow's Wine's overpowered. But
Widow's Wine's like
you can, if you don't use it right, you can get down very quickly with it.
Well, at the end of the day, it's 4 hits. At the end of the day, if you've got full ammo and you've got 4 grenades and they're all Widow's Wine, that's 4 hits.
You know how to kill zombies and get the wine back.
That's essentially having jug.
Unlimited ammo, essentially.
Essentially,
if you can buy ammo off the wall, you've got unlimited wine, you've got unlimited ammo, and if you're a good player, you can play until you want to play, which is what it should be about. It should be about trying to do a goal, but it should also be about that goal being not ridiculously. You know, you shouldn't have to put 2 years and 100+ hours of your life into like playing the Origins. Not 2 years, but 100 hours is true. Trying to do that fucking Origins Easter egg on solo when you haven't played zombies for about 2 years. Anyway, so overall, Safs, can you sum it up in two or less sentences?
Zombie Chronicles is an amazing game. Really happy with all the features that have been added.
Someone says 2 or less.
It's just, alright, chill out. God. No, well, okay. Well, it's just a good game. It's all the maps are brilliant. They're all HD remastered, you can't beat it. Gobblegums are nice to be able to use in the older maps as well, and the perks in that as well. I do enjoy that as much as some people will say it's bare bones. I think it's a good idea.
Perka, shopping for immolation.
The only time I would never ever use Perka is Ascension, and that's it. Apart from that, have fun.
Yeah, it's giving the people an opportunity to do Easter eggs that might not be as good.
I'm trying to think of a good way to put it. It's like, you know, like with Modern Warfare, with the exception of like the game modes they do in every month.
Yeah.
You know, they change the custom game modes in. They literally just rehashed it. Whereas, in my opinion, what Treyarch have done is they have, and that's what they'd even said they tried to do this. They put the whole zombie storyline on one disc. Everything you could want to play on zombies is there, with the exception of 5, Nuketown, and a few of the Die Rise cast, which he said he's using the comics to cover. That's why they're not in it. Mob of the Dead has got his own purpose, so that's going to form probably maybe in the next game. So I'm very happy with it.
I literally just see it as like a really nice old Ford Mustang with like a V8.
3 words. Genuinely good movie. Apparently,
Fucking sick, mate.
Absolutely. Bandabidoozy.
It's a good tribute. Good tribute. That's what 3 words.
This is just a tribute.
So anyway, as you said, on day 1, we made sure to get one game where it was our first solo game on a map we wanted to play with Gobblegums we wanted to, with the exception of not using all the OP ones. We could have just used Perfect Immolation, that's ammo at the end of the day. If we did it all on Origins, we wouldn't have any more Gobblegums, good ones to use on the other maps. So every map we were like, well, we'll use this one and this one, and then we weren't using too many of the new ones. So with the individual videos, we've all got videos coming out of that. Yeah. So they're currently on the work. Once they're off, they're going to come out when they come out.
Loads of new uploads coming.
We've got a tutorial coming out next Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be with Zetsubu no Shima. Because Zetsubu no Shima. Thing is, it's going to be like Shang, and it's like give it a few years, people are like that map. And on top of that, if we didn't have Zetsubu, we won't have pretty much all the stuff, not all the stuff, we won't have a lot of the things we have in God and Revelation. Because if you watch the interviews with Jason, he says that the reason Zetsubu was what it was because they had to make lots of new stuff.
Well, you got about the dragons in it.
They had to add all of this stuff in. They had all these plans.
Dragons.
And they kept saying, right, we need to do this, or we're going to do this now. And they were like, no, we'll do it for the next DLC. Yeah. So this was the DLC where they were like, right, we need to add tons of new stuff in, like the sub-boss, the spider, the KN, all of this stuff, the water, all of this stuff they had to add in so that it worked, so that they could change it in the next maps. Yeah. So they could make the other maps what they are. So, in my opinion, Zetsubu is a bit like Transit in the sense of Transit, if it was remastered, it could be one of the best maps made. If they changed it, like if you could call the bus and it was like 10 20 seconds, the bus come to you, and you go on the bus and there's 4 buttons, and you can pick diner,
where to go,
stuff like that. I'd play Transit for weeks because it's the denizens, everything going to so hard. Imagine all the stuff they'd add outside the map. Yeah, they had fucking Nacht der Untoten when they made Transit out the map. So imagine if they could do that. They could have like perk machines that often weren't working. Yeah. Imagine all that. Anyway, we'll wrap it in now. So next week's podcast, we've got an idea of what we're going to do already. But obviously, if anything comes out, because Zombie Chronicles is probably going to die down now. Yeah, in the next few days, in the weeks. So if DLC 3 gets announced anytime soon or anything like that, we'll probably be talking about that in next week's podcast. Yeah. If not,
we've still got plenty to talk about.
We know what we're doing for it. But loading schedule. No, I don't really. That's
what we agreed it was going to be. Saturday is going to be a podcast. Yeah. For now, whilst there's a lot of hype going on in the zombies community, every week we're going to do one. Yeah. And then maybe it starts to die out. We're going to do every 2 weeks, and then focus more on game content. Yeah. That type of thing. And hopefully we're going to hopefully start streaming and get our own Twitch set up and all that type of thing.
Definitely.
So,
And down in the description we will also have our new social media, which we've only just started up today. So if today is Wednesday, you'll be seeing this on Saturday. So that'll be down in the description. Make sure to be following us for latest content and just to be that genuine nice person.
So yeah, this podcast will be coming out on a Saturday, obviously.
Yeah.
And then 3 days away from that, I think it'll be Wednesday at about 9 in the morning. Will be another upload. And if we get a lot of reception, then we might start even doing 2 videos. If this video gets a decent response, then we might start working even harder.
Don't worry.
If we get 5 likes on this video.
5 likes.
If we get 5 likes.
No, just honestly, guys. I mean, we're putting our balls to the wall here doing this.
We don't have to.
We're sat here like 3 idiots doing what we've always said we wanted to do. And if there's anybody out there that actually likes, please subscribe and give us a like and let us know that it's worth it. Otherwise, we're just still doing this. And, we hope that there's somebody out there.
It's not all for nothing, maybe one day.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, guys, we just wanted to let you know that this is, as I say, we probably told about this podcast. We are still slightly nervous about doing this and stuff like that. So please be nice,
mindful.
mindful down there.
Be mindful.
Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this. We've been the Goodish Gamerz.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.